Guys, what's going on? Jeremy Lafrentz of Backstage Entertainment. We are standing here with none other than Tommy from Prong. Tommy, what's going on?
Hey, Jeremy Lafrentz, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You gotta be sitting pretty well right now. You're on the, just talked about you're at the first ever Knotfest here. We're in Pacific Junction, Iowa, which is their first date, and then tomorrow they're in Minneapolis. So, what's kind of going through your head right now? First Knotfest.
Oh, we're excited. I mean, it's great. I mean, we're big fans of all the other bands, and it's some beautiful weather, and yeah, it should be cool, man. I mean, it's exciting.
Yeah, you said it was kind of hectic or whatever. I mean, shows are always like that before you get to the stage, but then you probably just let it all loose after that.
Yeah, we got it's the usual butterflies and just a lot of trying to get things together, but
okay,
it'll be good.
Tell us about how you guys received the news about today and how you were going to be on Knotfest.
We're very excited, flattered, honored. All the above. We've sort of been out of the picture, and we're an older band, so to be recognized in order to do this is absolutely fantastic.
Do you remember who kind of told you about you guys getting on Knotfest and how you first found out that you were going to be playing today?
I think it was posted online, and then and I saw it that way. It's sort of like getting traded or something. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, Tommy, you've been around since the beginning when the band formed. I mean, like a lot of bands that have been around for a while, I mean, there's always member changes. How have kind of you personally taken and handled member changes in the band?
It's difficult, but the show must go on. There's certain periods where you're like, you know what, I got to sit back and think about whether you want to continue. And anybody that's familiar with the group knows that there's been those stretches. And, it's difficult, I must say. Like we had a couple of deaths, we had some tragedies, people disappear. I mean, we're old school guys. I mean, when we came out, it was about partying hard and just going crazy and fighting. And, the kids today are a little different. They're a lot more disciplined and a lot more, centered and focused. We were just maniacs, so we suffered the consequences from that.
Earlier this year, you guys released Carved into Stone, your recent album. What has been probably the biggest change from this one to maybe some of your guys' earlier work?
I think it's the production. We had an amazing modern producer by the name of Steve Evitz, who's done Dillinger and Sepultura, even a Cure record, and worked on a lot of Ross Robinson's records. And we haven't had that previously. Like I've been co-producing a lot of the stuff, and no one's really busted my testicles that much to to perform up to the standards that I could, and it's brought my guitar playing up, brought my vocals up, worked on the songs, so the results are stellar, I think, and I just want more people to hear it, and it came out great.
Okay, awesome. Well, now earlier I was on your website, and I think, believe it was posted on Monday that you guys you're on a tour with Static X, but some of the dates had to be canceled. What was kind of the reasoning for that? I mean, was it out of your guys' hands?
Yeah, it was. Those guys were really great to us, and we were really excited about going out with them. There was just a couple of financial blunders that occurred, and that was one of the things. There's a couple other things, like some personal stuff that went down that we got to go home for too. So it was a combination of a few things, but anybody in that camp and with the other bands that were on that bill had nothing to do with them, and we were treated fantastically by them.
Also, just to clear it up for fans, because sometimes fans think, oh, why are they, the band's canceling on us, why? And it's just like, they got to understand it's out of your guys' hands most of the time. So
there's a couple of personal issues, and then there was a couple of, we had to balance out the finances versus some personal things, so, we have to go home for a week or so, so. Going way back to the East Coast and coming back, it would have been, I would have been like selling my car when I got home. So
really,
yeah.
Well, things happen. I mean, you just can't control some of that stuff. Yeah. But all right, let's go to this. The next part of our interview, like I mentioned to you before, we have what's called a BSE box. Fans have found Backstage Entertainment on Facebook. You guys can do the same. Like our page to get questions into this box for bands we interview. So Tommy, I'll have you draw a few here and. Gonna go one by one, but see what you get.
This is dangerous, man.
We have a lot of scared people.
You guys were scared. This guy wound me up about this. He was just saying that, man, if you don't like it, throw it back in the box. So,
so let's see what you get though.
Oh, worst food experience.
Yeah, that's
man, that's really. That's a good question.
Yeah. Just because you guys are on the road.
It's really recent. Okay. I went. we were out here, and in this part of the country, there's not a lot of choices sometimes.
Yeah.
Where do we have to stop? Guess what's the McDonald's, right?
Yeah,
and it was a couple of days ago, and I was starving, man. I was just like, what haven't I had in years? And of course, number one, the Big Mac, and now they have this thing, 15 cents extra, and you get another Big Mac.
15 cents.
15 cents extra on a number one, you get another Big Mac. So the other guy got my row manager got the same thing. And he goes, man, I can't eat the second burger. And I took the second burger. So I wound up eating 3 Big Macs that day.
Really?
And I've been so ill.
We got people all around us. We're showing people backstage right now. Yeah. We got these little lawnmowers all around and everything. So everybody's getting a taste of what it's like backstage. But
yeah, no, I mean, 3 Big Macs in one day. And that sounds like the ultimate gluttony. And I actually feel like, like my heart, there's something wrong with my heart since then. I mean, it feels like there's a big cholesterol buildup ready to blow up after that. So, good question.
That is a good question. You want to try another one here?
Sure. This says, have you ever done anything with another band member, significant other that you regret? Nothing sexual and nothing along those lines, because I don't do that. I never have. I totally respect I've been burnt on that end, but letting that other band's significant other manage my band.
Okay.
And I'm not going to name any names, anybody who knows my internal things, but that was an effing disaster. Don't let them, because what they do is they start managing their significant other's band, the band, and then they're like, well, I'm going to be a manager too and manage other bands, and then they ruin your career. So yeah,
what do you do then? Yeah. All right, let's try one more.
All right,
and then
probably
I'll
get the same one again.
Probably.
And I'll have to say the whole thing again.
That's right.
If you could play a show as any other, that's an easy one.
Okay.
If you could play a show as any other band, who would it be? Killing Joke. So my all-time favorite group, probably, because like I said, I'm pretty dated, but it's my all-time favorite band of all time. So.
Okay. Great. Well, I guess just for the fans out there too, any last message you want to leave for the fans or anything?
You can hit me up on Twitter, Prong Music, and then www.prongmusic.com. We have a great new website. You can check out our new video, Revenge Best Served Cold, which we'll be playing tonight. Okay. And hit me up on Twitter anytime. I usually respond to people. I'm not getting blasted that much. It's not like I'm Kobe Bryant or something. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys heard it here. Tommy with Prong. Definitely go check out Prong, guys.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.